We're going to fit some reversing sensors to this car. Pretty simple job, doesn't take too long. So first things first, we need to see where all the wires go. So I've taken some of the back panelling out. I've just pulled out the access, pulled out some of the cladding and the plastic covering in the back. Pretty easy to do, only takes 10 seconds. And you can see down here, we're going to bring the wires up through this hole. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done is I've got some electrical tape, and I've marked some electrical tape on the car where I think I want to put these reversing sensors. This is not an exact science, so you want to have a look at your bumper. You want to make sure that where you put the sensors is on quite a flat surface on your bumper, but you want to get them as far to the corner as possible so that it picks up the best sensor when you're doing it. So you want to go as close as you can, obviously bearing in mind that the further you get towards the edge, it becomes a big curve, so that it's going to be tricky to fit it. So I've gone straight down from my reverse lights and put it approximately there, which I think will look pretty fine. And then likewise, just on the other side of the car, matched it out and put it in the same place. Once I've put the tape on, I've measured it to make sure it's all in the right place. Measured it a few times, and I'm happy with where it is. What I now need to do is I'm going to be drilling into this bumper, so I want to make sure that I drill in the right spot. So I've got a bit of a tool which is a bit like a big nail. What I do is mark on the tape, and then I mark a big hole in the bumper, as you can see there, and that's where I'm going to drill. So now when I drill into that, my drill's not going to move around or slip and damage the bumper. So I've done that on this side, and likewise done it on this side. So marked a big hole there, shoved it in. Now I can't go wrong when I drill that. Okay, I've got the pack with the reversing sensors in it. In the pack you get given the free hole saw. Put that in my drill bit and I'm ready to go. So I'll mark it up where the hole is, where I've marked my hole. I can now pull off this tape, get out of the way. It's as easy as that. Okay, same on this side. So we've marked up again in the same place. We've marked up with just some tape, put it on the car. We've marked up where we think the next sensor should be. So we've put a piece of tape across a certain distance so that they all look consistent across the board. And again, we'll mark up and drill the other holes, the final two holes for the last two sensors, and put it in the places where I marked. Okay, so we're going to drill the last two holes, and again I've marked it with my marker, ready to drill. One down. Okay, so now all the holes are all ready, they've all been drilled, they're all ready to now put our sensors in. So in our pack we've got 4 of these sensors, so we'll start off and push them in through all these holes to cover up all the holes and get them fitted in. So this is a pretty simple job to do, straightforward. It's as technical as shoving it through the hole. Shove it in, you'll see this wire popping down, here it is. Pull it through. They have instructions on the back that says that needs to be up. So make sure you get that in the right place. So get it in. And it's as simple as that, done and dusted. One down, 3 to go. Get another one. And shove it in the hole. Feed the wire through. Not too hard. There's the wire. Put it in. Get it in. We'll mess around with that one in a minute. We'll keep on going to the next one. So the next wire. Untangle it. Feed it down. There's the wire. Get it in place. Let's go on to the next one. Likewise, get that one in place. Okay, so we've now got all the sensors in. As you can see, they're all in nice and tight. All look beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So they're all finished. So you see all the wires hanging down. So we need to just feed these all the way through the back, get them all ready, because we're going to take them to this side of the car and get access from this side of the car. So feed them all over. All the wires are here. And we now need to find an access point under the car, and we also need to just tie these up underneath the car so that they don't drag down and hang down. So we'll stick them around the back of the bumper. Okay, so we've pulled all the wires through. You can see, pulled them all through this access point here. There's a rubber grommet. We've cut a hole through it and just shoved all the wires through it. So we've got all the wires ready to plug into our little control box. Okay, so now we need to get the wires for the reverse lights. So as you can see here are all the different lights. It's very obvious which one's for your reverse lights, because you can see around the back as you turn your reverse lights on. So we just want to pull this out, get access to the wires. So that's the reverse light that we're talking about. So I get this ready, so I just want to pull this out so I can get access to the wires, so I don't have to mess around with this. So let's get the bulb out, pull it out, and we've got access to it. Let's get rid of some of this plastic cladding. So these are the wires that we've got to cut into. The reverse light is the pink one here, and we're going to cut into that one and get the power from there. So I'm going to slice. This is my wire. This is my reverse power wire. So I've got to splice into this. So I'll get a Stanley knife out, and I'll just carefully cut away some of the insulation on this wire so that I can see the wire behind it. As you can see, you've got to be really careful as you do this, because I don't want to cut through any of this wire. I just want to cut off the insulation. So slowly, with your Stanley knife, cut it away. Yeah, so I've got the power wire. As you can see, I cut into the reverse power wire, and I've spliced into it, attached the power cable to it, and then I've covered it in electrical tape so I can make it nice and clean. As you can see, it's getting power from there. And I'll shove all these wires back in there, this plastic conduit, shove it all in to make it nice and tidy. Shove it in like that, and cover it up with this little electrical tape, and that's pretty much ready to go, nice and tidy. Okay, so we're now ready. We've got the power cable all wired in. We've got it all in the right place. So we just need to plug everything in now. So here's your control box. Get it all plugged in, wherever it says it should go. And get the little sensors, plug them in. So you can see the smallest, the one with the smallest bit of cable on it is the closest one. So we'll shove that in there. Put it in. Find the next one. Here it is. Plug that one in. Next one, plug it in, and the last one, and then last but not least we have the actual buzzer, or the bleep, or whatever you want to call it. Plug that in. So now everything is plugged into your control box, and we just want to quickly now put this in an area, tidy it, put it in somewhere really nice and tidy, out of the way. So here's a little bit of a sticker we can stick to the back of it. Ready? on the back. It's now ready to shove around the back of here, tidy out the way. There we go, it's all in place, and then we'll just tidy up these wires. Okay, so we've put all the cables in now, we've just tied them all up just to keep them tied in out of place and not allow them to move. And we've shoved all the control boxes in place and put the little beeper in there. As you can see, the wires, they're all pretty much in place, they're not going to move around too much, and are nice, clean and tidy. It's now time to put all your plastic trim back in, so get it all in place. Okay, so the now job's totally done and dusted. You can see all the sensors are all fitted perfectly. We've got all of the interior back in the car all perfect. Okay, so we can test whether these whether the sensors work now. So as you can see, all look pretty good. So we'll put it into reverse. As you come near it, works perfect. So there we have it, fitted reversing sensors to a Toyota Highlander.